Emily Wants to Play, the game that brought this strong trio to insanity. The game that turned cutesy cozy into a ravenous monster. Again. The game that left the powerful Sabrina feeling powerless. The game where the ultimate life form himself was shown to be nothing but a shadow of that type. As of right now, they haven't even watched the final part of this series once, as they continue their extensive recovery from the trauma that this game brought onto them. And so for that, I, Moondancer, present to you the Emily Wants to Play full series.
Emily wants to play. So is she that chair?
Brain fart moment.
I swear horses have got to be the most brainless creatures in existence.
Hey, I was obviously kidding. And if you really think that about me, then you are far off the radar, pal.
Whatever you say, Mary Baby Doll.
Speaking of dolls, look who decided to paranormally appear on the screen. Yet another basic cliched horror game that will invoke no fear in me.
Do any of yous know anything about this game?
I did watch 1 or 2 videos on it. Then tried to take over Equestria. Then got turned into stone for golly knows how long. So I don't really know much.
That's all I need to hear. All of us going into this hellhole blind. This will be a true horror experience.
For you mortals, maybe. I can't see or foresee myself getting scared of this.
Hello? Your pizza's here.
Pizza's overrated.
Never make an opinion again.
The door closed.
Oh, golly.
Hello there, little zombie girl.
Smash.
What?
What? I meant smash the window to get out.
I don't think the window has the gonads for that, mister.
It's okay, he'll just screw the undead mistress that happens to be under the age of consent.
Shut up.
Maria will not want to hear about this.
Wow, even the psychic can't take jokes no more. What a woke world we live in.
Wouldn't be woke if I controlled it.
Well, first things first, we should explore our surroundings.
Way ahead of you on that.
Is that a fucking clown?
Yep. Looks like one to me.
Stop! Fucking walking towards it.
Oh, damn, this is new. This is really new.
The great and powerful Sabrina. Scared of clowns. Never would have guessed it.
Who the hell said I was scared? I just don't want Mr. Krusty over there anywhere near me.
Let's play at midnight.
A doll sitting on a chair brings back memories of my youth.
Well, ain't that just great?
Lights off and pitch black? I'm starting to love this game already.
Ha 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 ha. That's nice. Hey, tell you what, guys. We're just gonna go not in here and find someplace better.
Breaking the exploration protocol already, I see.
Don't be a scaredy pony, Cozy.
Oh, I'm not scared. Okay, maybe I am a bit scared.
As expected. Don't worry, you've got me and the coulrophobic here to watch your back.
You'd better watch your back if you're going to be taking shots at me.
Oh, to be able to leave this house. I didn't sign up for this, I'm just a delivery guy.
Being paid minimum wage to deal with haunted dolls and paranormal activities.
Well, how generous of you to open the door for me, Emily. Your hospitality is much appreciated.
She could have at least closed it behind us or something.
Well, I'm not complaining. Did I mention that I'm a bit scared of this?
I gotta say, for a haunted house, the toilet is hella clean.
The bathtub doesn't have any blood in it. Good to know that they at least care. Okay, who's the fella with the goofy-ass laugh then?
I saw a puppet perched beside the sink for a split second. You probably just missed him.
Well, I'm something of a puppet master myself. He won't be very sentient when Cozy comes to play.
This certainly isn't foreshadowing at all.
Ah! Shit, that scared the caboodles right out of me.
Jump scared by a clock? It's about to be a long game for you, young Pegasus.
The real game has only just begun, so time to stay on your toes.
If only I had toes, am I right?
So what's the objective here? Survive until 6 a.m. while 4 sentient inanimate objects try to kill us? Sounds eerily familiar.
Well, technically 3. I wouldn't really call Emily an inanimate object.
What was that?
What was what?
I just heard a laugh.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, it's just the doll.
Kill it! Stomp its head in. We don't know how dangerous that thing is.
Cozy Glow, do not turn your back on the enemy.
Relax, guys. What's it gonna do, jump me? Ah!
Whoa! Does that answer your question?
You can let go of me now, Cozy Glow. I will compensate for your inability.
But if I held on to you guys out of fear, you'd just call me weird?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Double standards. Woke world!
What is going on?
There's the
Why
laugh.
is it pitch black
You
darkness?
gotta find her now.
How am I supposed to find her if I can't see?
Well, talk about inability.
Of course the game goes all fucko mode on my turn.
All right, I'm next to bat. Let's go.
Tell you what, I don't like that clock, not one bit.
I don't fully disagree with you. It's loud as all hell, and once it starts, it's like it never wants to stop.
Never heard a more accurate description of Sonic and Amy.
You could probably squeeze Nimona in there too.
Oh, I'm definitely familiar with quite the few noisy ponies or creatures in my past.
No, Cozy. You were the noisy pony.
Hey, I'm not even that loud anymore.
That's why I said were. Are ponies required to have a grammar cutie mark to understand it?
You should know very well that that's not the case, unless your powers are not as powerful as we previously thought.
You girls are being real helpful right now. Focusing has never been easy.
What's that?
Sounds like an incoming jump scare.
A news report over a death?
Called it. Maybe it was reporting on our inevitable demise.
What was I supposed to do? I couldn't even see her, and there was another thing diverting my attention in the background.
You know what that sounds like? A skissue.
You mean a skill issue?
You really need to get out more.
Not my fault I've spent the last few years trapped in a stone pillar and getting immediate and extensive psychotherapy after.
Skill issue.
Shut the fuck up, clock. I don't need to know what the time is.
I mean, who would even care about time when they're getting terrorized by possessed dolls?
All I care about is the fact that we're still at 12 a.m., so it's time to get focused and serious.
I believe the preferred terminology would be lock-in.
Did you really think you could get away with that, Cozy?
Get away with what?
The original title of the first video. You really tried to claim that you own the likes of me.
Oh, spare me your tears. You guys didn't have any better ideas yourselves. Plus, the Cozy Squad just sounds too cool.
Well, did you think you sounded cool when you made that snide comment in the early version of the video, too? Seriously, we're only on 340 subscribers, and it's like you're already trying to get us off the radar before we even start.
It wasn't my proudest moment. It's clear from this conversation that a lot of self-improvement is needed from me. So I'm very, very sorry, and I'll try my best to not let that happen again.
Well, at least you're remorseful for your mistakes, which I can sense. Old you would not have done that, so fair play. And we will discuss this topic no longer from henceforth.
And look who finally decided to turn up.
Can't wait for her to violate us again.
Oh, there she is. I know exactly how to deal with her now.
Do not jinx us again.
And do not let your guard down again.
Oh shit, she moved?
Yes, sirree, that's all it is. Just a simple game of Sly Fox.
Well, how about that? A histrionic doll who kills you if you don't... Is she hitting the fucking dab?
I did not know that she was cold like that.
Stop dabbing! This isn't 2016. Get with the times, boomer.
Wait, it's not 2016?
There's no way that you're still this behind.
Yeah, my time perception is still a bit woozy.
On second thought, who wouldn't want to be back in 2016?
That period was where life truly peaked. Can't forget about the whip nay-nay, bottle flipping, and Vine was still
Where'd
at
she
its
go?
peak.
Not to mention
There you
PPAP
are, Dolly.
and the prophecies on Donald Trump's Great Wall.
He really brought himself to light that year. I don't think I've seen such a
what
celebrity-like
beautiful
president
face
in my
you have,
life.
dearie.
That pretty much sums up all American presidents. I'm sure the common human would get quite excited over meeting the likes of Obama, Trump, or Biden. But they wouldn't garner the same energy if they met, say, the president of Germany or Ireland.
Oh, I definitely would. Mickey D is my G.
Mickey what?
You know what? Don't even worry about it, mister. Yeah, that's right. Get fucked, Kiki.
Is that the doll's name?
As far as I can remember, yes. And the clown is called Mr. Tatters or something.
Hear that, Sabrina? You're scared of a doll called Tatters.
Hear that, Shadow? That's the sound of everybody who asked.
At least you admit that you're scared of the clown.
I did not admit to anything. I just want that thing far away
Wah!
from me.
Oh, look at that. I made it to the next hour.
We made it to the next hour.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot about the time where you guys... Oh, yeah? Did Jack Diddley squat?
Slow your roll, Care Bear.
Cozy, where the hell are you going?
Well, I remember seeing the little zombie girl, which I presume is Emily, crawling into here. So I want to check it out.
0 survival instincts. Only death can precede this.
You don't actually think that's a good idea, do you?
Well, the game's called Emily Wants to Play for a reason. So let's play, Emily. Oh, shit!
Oh, there she is.
Dumb,
That's her, all right.
imbecile, unintelligent species. Natural selection at its finest. What did you think was gonna happen, Cozy Glow?
That jump scare knocked you right out of your chair. Are you okay?
No, I am not okay. I just had my soul drained by the hands of Emily.
Intelligence is one thing, but common sense is another. When it rains common sense, you always seem to have an umbrella, young one.
I think I'll be taking some time to recollect my bearings. In the meantime, it's back to you, Sabrina.
Time to send these dreaded dolls back to the factory.
I wouldn't condone sending kids to a factory, but to each their own, I guess.
Whatever you do, do not go down that hole.
I think the message was made pretty clear after you walked into your own casket earlier.
Let's just hope that you don't end up in a casket either.
Trust me, this game doesn't know what's coming. Oh fuck, it's the clown!
Oh, that's just
Get away
perfect.
from me!
Watch out.
I wouldn't
Stay
do that
away
if
from
I...
Ah!
So it looks like we'll be facing off against a new force every hour. Good to know.
Sabrina, you are currently floating everything in the room, including us. If you could put us all down, I would be very much grateful.
That's a bit better. Now can we talk about what just happened?
Is there anything you'd like to say to us, Sabrina?
Well, you guys saw it for yourselves. I'm scared of clowns.
Is there like some childhood trauma linked to it or something?
No, there is no trauma. I'm just scared of clowns.
Well, I respect you for being brave enough to tell us the truth.
Gee whiz, I didn't know it was that bad. I could give you a teddy bear to hold if you want.
She won't need one, because she is going to play it again.
What?
And she's not going to stop until she gets that win.
You know what? That actually sounds like a great idea.
No way. At least give me some time to recover.
Are you a pussy? 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 Pussy?
Or a
pussy,
chicken?
pussy,
Chicken?
pussy,
Chicken?
pussy,
Chicken?
pussy,
Chicken?
pussy.
Give me that fucking keyboard now!
Whoa.
Hey!
That clown is going down!
That's the spirit?
That's what it took? Toxic Gamer confirmed.
Oh, don't mind me. Just checking the door to make sure that these dolls can't escape my wrath.
I think Sabrina has gone overdrive.
There is absolutely nothing for you to be laughing about, Kiki.
You better find her or she will have something to laugh about.
Or you could just stay still in the dark. That works too.
Oh, there's no need to worry. I suspect that she's probably dabbing somewhere in my line of vision.
Paul Pogba's influence is unmatched.
Was he the one who invented that move?
Not entirely sure, but he definitely did popularize it.
That move to Manchester United really didn't do him any favors, though.
They are notorious for tarnishing world-class or promising careers. Sanchez, Depay, Sancho, Di Maria, and even the GOAT Antony.
I can't wait to see Prime Antony again.
Shit, he's back again.
Why are you just standing there?
Did that actually work?
Looks like it. Running away resulted in instant death. So zero motion must be the go-to.
How'd you figure that out so easily?
She's a psychic that has the brain power to manipulate several objects around her, and many other things. This is light work for her.
It's not like with the unicorns from your world where... Don't stay still! You fucking poopy dick, Emily!
Damn!
You have the brains of a Vaporeon in a volcano if you think I'm gonna fall for that shit. It's no wonder you were zombified at such a young age.
That is quite the burn. And cool comparison with the Vaporeon.
Speaking of which, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most compatible?
I really did not need to hear any of that shit, Shadow.
Literally came out of nowhere. Was there any point of that?
Educational purposes.
I need more of that therapy now.
Can I join you?
You're nearly there, Sabrina. Keep pushing through.
I can't help but notice that I haven't...
He's gone. You can let go of me now, Sabrina.
Viewers, she is lying. I wasn't holding on to you.
Unfortunately for you, I'm a witness, and you can't hide from the truth.
Well, there's no point in trying to sugarcoat it now. Everyone now knows that I'm scared of clowns. I guess that's embarrassing enough.
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone has fears.
You may be someone that wields a great power, but you are still human at the end of the day.
Kiki sure is taking her sweet-ass time. Well, I guess you guys are right in a way. It's still going to take a while to get used to because, no pun intended, the others are definitely going to clown me for this.
The timing for that could not have been better.
I'd like to do one of my own. I feel as though the hour will be finished in just a few seconds.
Oh, wow. How funny would it be if you... Yeah!
And that's how it's done. The clown has been downed.
Now that's a win to be truly proud of.
Let's go, Sabrina. You're awesome!
I'm thankful for the glazing, my fellow comrades. I'll never forget this beautiful moment. This house is very suspiciously well kept, don't you think?
Emily does a good job. What the
Oh,
fuck
it's
is
the puppet.
that?
Fancy
Holy
Sabrina,
shit,
get the hell
it's
out
running
of there.
towards us! Ah!
If that's not a homage to Slappy, then I don't know what is.
So the new character that we have to deal with runs? This hour is going to be a bitch.
Best we leave it for a different time then. But I'm liking the progress so far. We've trotted along with absolutely no struggles at all.
I beg to differ.
I'm just glad to be away from that clown for now.
When was Sonic here? LLLLL Shrek Scrub roasted on...
Ding dong goes the bronzong.
It's Shadow's time to shine now.
For future reference, unless the ultimate life form is in his even more ultimate form, he does not shine.
Calm down, Edgelord. I didn't mean it literally.
It did sound like you were putting yourself down while saying that. Is therapy needed for you too?
Those were merely just words to lift my spirits. Therapy is but a waste of time when you are mentally untouchable.
He kinda thick, I can't
Regular
lie.
shadows cannot coexist without light. But light needs me to be able to function. I am the epitome of all chaos and everything that comes with it.
I am not in danger, I am the danger type speech.
I've never heard such hooey come out of someone's mouth since that dopey Discord said he doesn't like turning ponies into stone.
Quite the hypocritical statement from him, I must say.
It was all hypocritical, you know. Letting him out of all creatures decide what our fate was going to be after our crimes. Like he wasn't the ringleader behind all of it.
I understand your frustration, but does that really justify what you did? You could have chosen not to continue down the path of darkness, but you let it reel you in again anyways.
Well, it's not like I... That was the puppet's laugh, wasn't it?
Definitely was. I'm sure that I was able to evade him successfully, though. Looks like you just have to run into a different room to beat him.
Looks like Slappy's cousin has been decoded now, too.
Anyways, I had almost no choice with that. I was a power-hungry 9-year-old trapped in the gates of Tartarus, and I was willing to stay there and annoy the heck out of T-Rex until the end of days. All of a sudden, I'm warped out against my will, and am thoroughly convinced to get back at Twilight and the others once and for all.
Countless destructions of properties, attempted murders, and the removal of balance and harmony to your world. Some way to get back at them. That'll sure show them not to mess with my plans again.
We did get pretty reckless, and I deeply regret the damage done. But it's not my fault that the ponies don't have a mind of their own and can't think for themselves. A few gossipy words here and there is all it took to undo thousands of moons of bonding and revert back to racism and segregation. They were still part of the problem.
I'm not necessarily fully disagreeing with you on that. Part of the reason I look so far down upon ponies is due to the absence of sentience for a lot of them.
I mean, part of that could be due to the elements of harmony being destroyed, too.
Yep, destroyed by King Sombra, and you'll never guess who brought him back.
The Lord of Chaos, Discord himself.
It's ridiculous, honestly. A school-aged filly took advantage of friendships and was subjected to the worst form of torture in existence. Meanwhile, the klutzy Draconiquist took advantage of friendships twice and was given the privilege of judgment and was just let off the hook. I was already taught by my parents that life ain't fair the hard way, so I'd rather not have it done again even harder. Rock hard to be exact.
There's no way that you can use age as an excuse. I've never seen a 13-year-old so deep in life. It's like I'm listening to nighttime confessions on the side to playing tag with Slappy over here.
Hey, my brain just works differently to those simpletons. It's way more complex, too. They're told about friendship, and it's interpreted as magic, sunshines, and rainbows. I'm told about friendship and interpret power. I mean, I've been told many times that it's a bad way to look at it, but I still don't see why it is. Power isn't always a bad thing. You two are powerful beings. And Twilight Sparkle became a powerful being after abandoning her original group of friends to find a supposedly better one, by order of the princess.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you might actually be more twisted than me, Cozy Glow.
You are spitting facts, though. I mean, I'm pretty sure Twilight already made amends with her old friends, but it's not like it would have affected her status of power if she didn't.
Even after all of that, you seem to be a bit more level-headed now. Your therapist must be a miracle worker.
Not really. I've been to many, many therapists to try get help. Most of them were just useless, but others have been a bit helpful. I guess the main thing that's propelling me is that after being defeated, I actually felt remorseful for the first time in my life. Then I got turned into stone and was just left alone in my thoughts for years. Couldn't move, couldn't blink, couldn't see. It was like I was frozen in time, but time was still passing. I can't even recall any more details of it because it just terrifies me to think about it again.
It sounds terrifying just listening to it. You really went through quite a lot.
Yeah, it is quite a lot. Then one day as I was alone in my thought, I was just released. I was able to move and see again, but I didn't move because the shock had genuinely made me forget how to. I was on the ground. I looked up, saw Twilight looking down to me, and then I was out. After that, it was all extensive care for me in several institutions.
Wow, you really did have it rough. And as a kid, too. I can't imagine my younger self having to go through such pain.
Can't say I didn't deserve it, though. I was a really, really bad pony. Twilight gave me another chance when I probably didn't deserve one, so I'm very thankful for that at least.
It's still quite chaotic to go through such a hurricane of events before even reaching 16.
Well, if I'm being honest, I don't even know how old I am. My body says 13, but I've probably been around for about 16 or 17 years at this point. It's kind of funny to think about sometimes.
I see. Well, all in all, I'm happy to see the progress you've made as a person. Or pony. It takes a lot to be able to do that since you can't just rely on therapists alone. But you have to do some work yourself, too. And I know it's difficult for you to do since some of the others still aren't comfortable with talking to you. But in the meantime, you have the both of us on your side.
Of course. And don't forget, you have Chester here to chase you wherever you go.
I'm so happy to have you guys to be able to hang out with. Even though there's the prominent possibility that I could be using my superior intellect to manipulate you guys into thinking that I've changed so I can get you on my side, which I've already done before.
I'm a psychic. I would know if you're doing that. And my intellect is definitely more superior to yours.
And everything about me is superior to you and Sabrina. Simply because
I am the ultimate
life
life form. Yeah, we get it. We heard you the last 50 times you said it, Shadow.
Am I wrong, though?
Oh, golly.
See how easily I just breezed through the hour? The Chester test is light work for some.
At least I didn't get scared of the clock this time.
I noticed that you were quite detached from our conversation earlier.
Oh, Shadow didn't want to get caught up in something emotional. How adorable.
Oh, please. Aside from actually being the one playing the game, it wasn't even emotional enough for me to get involved in.
Hear that, Cozy? Next time, don't forget to mention how the authorities broke into your house and killed your parents right in front of you while slowly drowning you in a contaminated 10-foot swimming pool. That'll sure get Shadow's attention.
Isn't that what happened to that one emo kid on TikTok or something?
With the way he acts like such an edgelord, I'd sure hope so.
Gee whiz, I've never seen someone edge so hard in my life.
I don't think that's what that word means.
Well, I can't be bothered to search it up.
Suit yourself. Just don't come edging to me when you accidentally say something promiscuous.
Oh, I will edge to you so hard you won't be able to move.
Cozy Glow, please stop there. I'll just say that I think for future's sake, you should really do some research on words you're not sure of.
Oh no, I'm about to get canceled again, aren't I?
Got away from the Chester and Kiki double team. Best to close this door for now.
You have actually been quite impressive this
What?
game.
Jesus Christ!
What in the world?
Kiki seems to be extra ruthless this hour.
No kidding. I mean, she fully just opened the door and charged up behind me.
Probably just wants a bite of that pizza. She has a better taste preference than Cozy, at least.
Hey!
Oh, great. And now Chester's here. What the hell am I supposed to do?
I guess just stand there and accept your inevitable demise.
If that was real life, I would have kicked his smug ass over the horizon.
Might as well have said that you would kick him off the earth then, because it's flat.
You might actually be restarted. The earth is flat?
Well, yeah. At least that's what my parents taught me.
What kind of monsters were you raised by?
I'm going again. This time with full chaos power.
The Royal Rumble requires no holding back.
There you are, Chester. Realistically, I could hold back all I want. The power would still be extremely overwhelming for this game.
You know what overwhelms me?
There he is again.
Cozy Glow's taste preference.
Here we go again!
How can you call pizza, out of all things, overrated?
For a supernatural human being, I expected you to be more stone cold.
I could clap back with a stone joke of my own, but I choose not to for your sake.
Pussy.
I will exterminate you.
Look, guys, it's not like I said that pizza tastes bad or anything. I just don't think its level of taste correlates to how much people rate it. Hence, making it overrated.
So you at least like the taste of it then?
Like it? No, I don't!
Oh, gosh.
It's absolutely hideous! Like I'm eating a sweet brick or something worse.
Please make it stop.
It's terrible! Absolutely terrible! Like if I wanted to eat a kiwi, I'd just eat the actual fruit.
Wait, what?
No need for me to eat it on top of doughed bread.
Back the truck up real quick. Did you just say kiwi?
You have kiwi on top of pizza?
Well, yeah. Isn't that what pizza is anyways? I mean, it's what my parents always used to give me. I've had a pineapple variation before which was slightly better, but it still didn't satisfy my taste buds.
This might just be the funniest thing I've ever heard.
So what I'm hearing is that you've only eaten pizza with kiwis and pineapples and none of the infinitely heavenly toppings you can put on it. What's next? You didn't have cheese on your pizza either?
Wait, you can have cheese on pizza?
You know what? You might actually have worse parents than Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
All of a sudden, every crime that you've ever committed has been fully justified.
That's kind of a big stretch. I don't think anything can justify what I did.
I know you're still settling yourself back to a normal life,
False info detected. I've never had a normal life.
but trust me, once you have a real pizza, your eyes will truly be opened.
Not like Kiki over here whose eyes are closed.
She shouldn't be teleporting while she's in our line of vision. Stop bending the rules, freaky!
Well, I'll take you guys' word for it. If pizza is really as good as it sounds, then it wouldn't hurt me to try it again.
Trust me, little Pegasister, you won't regret it.
Finally, that clown is gone. You are doing incredibly well to breeze through this hellhole while talking at the same time.
Yeah, I must admit the gameplay is incredibly smooth.
What you inferiors are witnessing is but a mere fraction of my full power. Probably less than 1%.
Calling Sabrina inferior may be your greatest blunder yet.
Where was the rest of your power when you got touched up in FIFA? Twice.
Don't even start me on that. Football or soccer is very much a team sport. And when Sonic the Bozo is in the equation, your team does not stand a chance.
Would you like some water with those copioids too?
He was holding the team back, though, to be fair. I know a lot about teamwork, so it's easy for me to see. At least his other version seems a bit more tolerable. Which reminds me, have you happened to run into any alternate versions of yourself?
Only once ever, and I don't even remember which version it was. Most of us just prefer to do our own thing.
Well, I was curious about it because the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 just dropped a few minutes ago, and you'll never guess who's in it.
New Shadow variant just dropped, it seems.
I've been waiting for that trailer for a while now. Gonna give it a watch right after this.
We should all do a watch party of it, with some pizza on the side.
As long as it doesn't consist of kiwis.
Hey, kiwis on pizza ain't even that... No matter how much power I used, I can't even bring myself to say that. Looks like a double team. The odds are still in my favor on this one.
You've just absolutely sent these jesters back to the circus on this run.
It's almost unfair seeing them hopelessly try and fail, but it's still great fun.
And looks like the hour is done.
Son of a gun!
Great job, hun.
Give me a challenge next time, it's too easy.
It's too peasy.
It's too lemon squeezy.
Well, with all the rhyming out of the way, it looks like we're 2/3 done. I'm gonna do some research after our watch party so we can breeze through the rest of it.
I suspect that Emily finally comes out to play from now on. It's gonna be interesting.
Can't wait to finally kill that useless amalgamation of human body parts.
Can't kill what's probably already dead.
Just wait till you see what they've done to the backyardigans.
Research done, and it's finally time to slay.
So much for going into this blind.
The challenge aspect has been ousted. This might end up being too easy.
Trust me, guys. This boost is warranted. We could be here for a while.
With me here, it'll take 1% of the time. So what's your plan of attack here?
Well, first,
Oh,
Yay, darkness!
we gotta turn on the flashlight. Now we gotta look for Emily.
well, that didn't take long. Standing in the naughty corner, I see.
Have the survival instincts gone AWOL again? Where are you going?
We'll tend to Emily soon, but for now, this lamp is calling out to me.
Oh, what did that do?
Did it open a secret passageway?
Precisely. This is how we can access the basement without Emily killing us. We'll be needing it for these last 2 hours.
So what is required to progress through this hour, if you mind telling us?
Well, it's a game of hide and seek in the dark with Emily. If you turn on any of the lights, then she'll kill you, which is why we use the flashlight. The timer on the button shows how much time we have to find her before she comes to kill us. And every time she's found, she goes to a different room in the house and the timer resets.
You're standing still and running down the clock. I'm assuming that the hour lasts the same amount of time as usual, and that you don't need to find her a certain amount of times.
Yes, sirree!
And to reset the clock, you simply just walk up to her?
Exactly.
From the sounds of it, these last hours might be even easier than I thought. A real walk in the park.
Could you maybe be more obvious with the jinxing?
No jinxing required. I already know that the final hour will be where all hell breaks loose. Besides, foreshadowing makes for good content anyways.
There's the zombie girl.
Making out in the corner as usual.
As a zombie, do you think she would give brain or get brain?
There is a literal kid right beside you. Try to keep things PG friendly.
You guys really think I haven't heard worse things?
Always underestimating your opponents, Sabrina. Maybe that's why you can never beat Sugar Belle in Mario Kart anymore.
Sugar Belle is nothing but a cheater. A dirty cheater. Everything she wins is due to pure luck.
The salt is very much real.
including Ridge Racer, too. A master of the dark arts, I'll tell you.
Could you have coped any
You'd
harder
think she's a kind and caring cinnamon roll
Never mind,
on the
cutting me off
surface,
works too.
But in
She's actually
reality,
just waffling
there
at
is a
this point.
raging, ravenous beast inside her waiting to be unleashed.
Please tell me you're not
I
serious.
don't know how to fully unleash it yet. But once I do, she'll be exposed to the world for the fraud that she is. You can't hide forever, Sugar Belle.
Wow. All of this is over Mario Kart?
It's only a game. Why you have to be med?
Only a game? Ha 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 ha. Only a game? Shadow, how could you say such a thing? Mario Kart is my everything, my bread and butter, my life juice, my only reason to live. I can't be
And I'm gonna stop you right there. You are embarrassing yourself.
I thought you already learned how to humbly accept defeat from that Mario Kart video. Have you regressed or something?
For the record, I do
Bozo
not
really
reg-
fell off. How
Shut your
embarrassing.
ass up, you overgrown hamster! I win every single Mario Kart race I compete in, be it offline, multiplayer online, or multiplayer local with the others. Sometimes I get Moondancer to hack the game for me to make it harder so I can challenge myself. But what irks me to the core is the fact that every race that I've done with Sugar Belle, she's beaten me. She literally never comes first in any other races unless I'm in it. There is an extraterrestrial cybernetic force dwelling inside of that pony. I'm sure of it.
This may be me being superstitious, but I highly doubt that Sugar Belle has some supernatural deity dwelling in her body.
Unless the angels really did do you-know-what inside of her like she said.
All just code words, people. All ye simple of mind suspect nothing. But me having a very powerful brain allows me to see things others will never see.
Never thought a psychic could still be subjected to being a conspiracy theorist. You should start your own channel with that ability.
Well, a more powerful brain must mean more powerful superstitions, too.
Here we are doing the mannequin challenge again.
You know what this reminds me of?
The time you were sentenced to a 4-year mannequin challenge?
Hey, I thought you said you were going to refrain from making stone jokes.
I had to do it eventually.
Well, it reminds me of that one meme that I found while trying to familiarize myself of the pop culture of today. It's called English or Spanish.
Oh, that shit. It's still fresh in my mind, but thankfully I haven't had any real-life experiences of it.
I'm far too mature to be engaging in such a childish fad. First to move is gay? When will they finally get creative for once?
I'm not too bothered by it. It did bring out some really funny videos.
Well, I decided to try it myself. Since Lyra Heartstrings is such an absolute legend, she's one of the few ponies who talks to me. I did the challenge on her, and I kid you not, we were sat still for like a solid 30 seconds before she got up and was like, "Wait a darn minute, I am gay!"
Of course she did. Forgetting her sexuality for the sake of a meme is just the most lie-raw thing she could have done.
Let's not forget how she's married to it, too.
And of course, getting through the second last hour on the first attempt is just a typical Cozy Glow thing to do.
Keep up like this and we'll be finished with this game in no time.
Don't count your execute before they even hatch, Shadow.
Yeah, like Sabrina said before, this hour is where all heck breaks loose. We could be here for a darn long time.
Or we could be here until Shadow the Hedgehog carries us to the finish once again.
Looks like they gave us more time. And with that, they gave us more friends to play with.
I think they're the ones playing with us.
If you troops haven't guessed it already, this night is going to be a royal rumble. And I can't seem to find Kiki anywhere. Oh!
Well, it looks like she found you.
Wait, is that Chester?
Hey, what?
How did that wretched dummy kill us while we're already dead? And did Kiki jump us through the fucking wall?
The double jump scare is probably going to become a recurring sight from here on out. In terms of Kiki defying physics, I'd say that's just the game's way of saying we're fucked.
Warping through walls is crazy. I don't even think Sabrina could do that.
Hush, Hedgehog. Who needs to warp through walls when you can teleport?
I think Kiki has shown that she's well able to teleport too. You're nothing special, Normie.
Oh my god, I get it. Stop putting me
And
down
I'm sure as hell that she isn't scared of clowns either.
You know, my dollhouse has been quite lonely for a few years now. I wouldn't be opposed to giving it another victim again.
Now, Sabrina. We don't revert to our past crimes here.
And now time for Sabrina to fail to further roll out the red carpet for yours truly.
Where did you pick up the smug-ass attitude, mister?
I swear to God, if you fail your attempt, I'll never let you hear the end of it, Shadow.
What happened to swearing to Celestia?
She doesn't rule over Equestria anymore, number one. Number two, she isn't a god. Number
It's go
three,
time.
she hasn't done enough to warrant that kind of worshipping. Yeah, she raises the sun, but when Equestria is in danger, she just hides away and probably munches cake or something. And when she has the chance to be involved, she just gets defeated easily. Pretty weak, if you ask me.
And people still wonder why I look down upon ponies when even I am more powerful than their immortal ruler.
I'm not even gonna blame you for it.
Okay, that was just humiliating, Sabrina.
I think my brain just froze. Oh, get to fuck, Kiki. Rub it in some more, why don't you?
Only a mere 30 seconds. 10 better than me, at least.
Well, I never got to play the hour with the 3 dolls in it, so I'm not quite used to it yet.
Only reason for that being that I swept through it with ease in one attempt. And that's exactly what I'm about to do on this attempt.
Hope you heard that, Cozy. Shadow is guaranteed to win it all for us in this attempt.
I got the camera ready so I can catch him in 4K.
Kiki's gone and 30 seconds has passed. I've already bested you guys.
Great. Now, how about
Chester's
beating the
after
rest
you.
of the hour?
Shadow, what are you
shit.
doing?
Oh my god!
Are you really
Idiot.
that bad?
Doo-doo, dumbhead,
practically
inferior
crawled inside
being.
of him.
Breeze
I've
through
never
the
seen
hour,
a
my
more
ass
dopey
cheeks.
move in my life.
So where's that 6 a.m.
Trash.
that you promised us, huh, Mr. Ultimate Life Form? Pathetic.
You know what, that was too terrible to defend. I'll let you girls have this one.
Great. So now that we're all humbled and off our high horsies, I think we should take some time to properly prepare for the hour ahead of us. It's going to be tricky for sure.
I want nothing more than to destroy that clown once and for all. That's the drive that I need to beat 5 a.m.
Yes, indeed. And I'm gonna go full chaos power this time around. No more holding back.
With us three being the smartest ones out of the rest of the group and working together, this might be finished quicker than expected.
This is it, guys. It's now or never.
Never been more ready in my life. It's gonna be scary, but not for us.
Glad to hear you supernaturals are just as fired up as I am. We work as a team, and there's absolutely nothing we can't do.
It's us 3 against those 4. And looking at the team members, I'd say it's a major mismatch.
On top of that, as long as we take in everything we've learned previously, this should take very little time to complete.
That's what I'm hoping for. And looks like we're officially on the battlefield now, troops. Let's do this for ourselves, for our land, for our viewers, and for our universe.
Well then,
I say all that and almost get us killed. Ain't that just jolly good? I've been searching the whole entire house. Where is this bitch at?
Just search harder then.
And that's a tatter's laugh, which means it's my cue to call it quits.
quitting already on the first attempt? How insolent.
It's already a guaranteed loss anyways with the time left and having to stay still. Plus, it will help us finish the game quicker.
Suit yourself then. It's my turn. Miss Kiki the Freaky Neeky has been dabbing on the haters for the past 30 seconds now. Get lost!
She is taking her time to
I
leave.
didn't take my eyes off you. Why the fuck are you moving?
Well, you moonwalked right into Emily, so you have more time to deal with this cutie.
I've seen Garboder cuter than this thing. So we meet again, Mr. Tatters.
You've beaten him before. He's got nothing on you.
Ah!
Wait, what?
I did not fucking move! You guys saw it for yourselves. My hands were away from the keyboard.
Yeah, I know, 'cause they were on me again.
I would laugh at you for using Cozy as a teddy bear for Tatters again, but I can't help but be put off by how the game cheated us like that. Luckily, it won't be the same case for me.
Proceed with caution. This is where you died last time.
And it's where you died this time, too.
Does Chester freeze your brain or something? Just walk out the door right next to you or behind you.
It's getting hella old at this point. Just thinking about charging through the room the whole time.
It's okay, Shadow. We just need to deal with our weaknesses and the rest will be a breeze. Golly Wally, Kiki has been standing here for like 6 hours now. Come on the fuck!
You see it for yourself now. She likes to take her petty-ass time to leave.
Starting to get on my nerves at this point. Found you, Emily. Whoa!
And Chester found you.
Damn it, I must have missed his laugh.
Please fucking leave now. I need to tend to Emily. Circus is that way. Oh, I want to strangle you.
I think we should be at the circus with this display that we're putting.
Hey, I'd take being a whole circus act over being here in half a heartbeat.
By any chance, does Sugar Belle happen to be on the short list of ponies who currently interact with you?
Well, sorta. She's still not comfortable with talking to me yet, but she does send me a basket of her baked goods ever so often. And I'll tell ya, they taste so yummy.
Well, that's too bad. I was hoping that you could report on some fishy behavior or forces around her.
For the last time, Sabrina, she is not an extraterrestrial being, nor is she the second coming of Christ, nor is she an archangel sent by Lord Arceus himself to only dispute you at your one true love. She's just an ordinary dessert-loving unicorn who just so happens to be a quick learner and skilled at racing games.
Believe what you want. We'll never know for sure.
But you should know for sure. Isn't that why you're a psychic?
Being a psychic is way more complex than that. I perceive more than what the ordinary brain can. I know many things, but at the same time possess lesser knowledge. I foresee all, yet at the same time, I cannot foresee everything.
I'm not even going to try to decipher what you just said, but it sounds quite paradoxical.
Exactly that, young one. A psychic's level of sentience is practically on the level of what an ordinary paradox would be. It's honestly even beyond my full understanding. It's kinda like 4D, or the fourth dimension. We can only explain it and roughly picture it theoretically. But we can never fully depict what it actually looks like as it is far beyond our comprehension.
Ooh, I'm starting to get it a bit now. That's a real great way of putting it.
If I'm being honest, I almost never use my foresight abilities. Not only because of quote-unquote plot convenience, but also because it uses a lot of brain power most of the time. And unless you are a high power level psychic, you won't just foresee the event you want to focus on, but many other things that will happen in the future, which can sometimes be quite traumatizing.
Wait. You mean to tell me that there's other psychics out there that are more powerful than you?
As much as I despise the admittance, yes, there are. They've been around for longer than me and have become quite potent in the field. I'm still training in several abilities and at the same time limiting some of them, in fear that I might go back to the evil, power-hungry girl I once was.
Golly, that's some crazy stuff. Maybe we're not so different after all. Well, in terms of the power-hungry past that we've had, that is.
Well, I'll tell you now that I can use my foresight to see that Shadow is about to get himself killed by the pinnacle of trash herself, Kiki, the wretched, stupid-ass doll.
Fucking damn it! This piece of shit is actually gonna make me lose my cool.
She is becoming quite the problem now. Also, Sabrina just yammered up a stormer and you just sat there playing with no sense of distraction at all?
I use the headphones so I can fully focus on the sounds of the game.
That's actually a bright idea. I'll start using them from now on. Although I won't be a fan of the increased jump scare noise levels.
And I'll keep the external speakers up so the side conversations can take their toll and we can still hear the sounds from the game, too. You've really been through all those terrible things before finding out about us?
I know. It sounds daunting. There's a lot more grim details I mentioned that you won't even be able to find online anywhere. I still miss her sometimes.
I'm not sure how I didn't know that she was deceased when I joked about her in the first part. My sincerest condolences to you, and I deeply regret the Maria comment I made earlier.
Man, you really do sound like a pussy.
I never said I wouldn't do it again, though.
Ha! Just pulling your leg. I'm thankful for your condolences, and your sympathy is very much
This
appreciated.
stanky bitch laughed and was nowhere to be seen again. Stop it!
Bro, you were going on for about 5 minutes there. So close.
I'm actually gonna go put my head in the oven now.
Can't do that without the rest of your body.
I'll just cut my head off then. I've already lost my mind, so it shouldn't be any different.
You're starting to sound like Sabrina when she's angry now.
The game states that Kiki spawns right behind you when she laughs. So where the shitting hell is she?
And there she is.
This is like the 5th time in a row now.
It's the same shit, different attempt. How is anyone supposed to win with skill when so much luck goes into it?
All right, enough games now. I've had enough of that good-for-nothing doll. She and the others are getting destroyed to pieces now. Prepare to feel the wrath of my ultimate power. Oh, you
Hey, by any chance, do you guys know how long we've been going for?
I'd say about 2 hours now. And Shadow has spent an hour of it seething over his ultimate demise to the spawn of the devil.
I want to murder that thing. I wouldn't even be surprised if Satan himself was disappointed in it.
Hopefully you speaking about your desire to kill her helps us win. I've just grown completely numb to these jump scares at this point.
Any jump scare that isn't Kiki fills me up with happiness at this point.
We might be going insane.
Thanks for nothing, Krusty.
Unless we had super speed.
And look what the Meowth dragged
Oh my
in.
God,
Fucking
go
kill
away!
yourself! Know
Kill
we've
yourself!
Lost. Your presence is unfucking warranted, you poopy shit fuck!
We've gone from worldly threats purely bred from the forces of evil to 3 old chumps getting harassed by a kawaii doll.
I can't believe that this is what my life has come to. Hey, did I mention how much of an insult to existence Kiki is?
Haven't mentioned it enough.
For real, though. Like, it honestly must be such a shame to live such a miserable life like that. I mean, at least the other characters actually have something going for them.
You are correct. While Emily's days of healthy skin are clearly behind her, at least she has the hip dimensions to make up for it.
Her thickness is quite uncanny now that I think about it.
Despite that, as much as I hate to admit it, Tatters really takes the cake when it comes to having the biggest cake.
Oh, he's a real round boy, I'll tell ya.
Agreed for sure. And while Chester may not have the most ideal dimensions, that and being vertically challenged compared to the others, he does still pull off a sharp look. Quite the handsome dummy in my eyes.
That and his Chad jawline, too, don't forget. Gotta respect him for being able to juggle terrorizing delivery men and keeping his mewing streak.
Forget mewing. The little man must have discovered Mewtwoing with the chiseled face that he has.
Exactly my point. See how all these guys actually have some good things going for them? Meanwhile, Kiki reeks of absolute bullshit and has nothing better to do than to destroy all that is good around us and make life miserable.
This might be karma for the crimes we've committed in the past finally catching up to us.
If suffering through this is what it takes for others to finally start talking to me again, then I might be willing to pursue a little further.
You guys should really get some sleep. You've been at this for almost 5 hours and it's pretty late.
Silence, Moondancer. We will not fall into slumber until we've settled our score with Emily.
God damn it!
Trust me, it'll be extremely difficult to do when you're on low juice.
Would you like to give it a try, Moondancer?
Aw, sure, thanks, Cozy. It's been a while since I've stepped in the ring with Emily. After completing it, I just never revisited it.
Let's hope that your veteran experience helps us plow through the hour.
Kiki is definitely gone, so just Tatters to deal with now.
You might cut this one close if some BS doesn't happen.
Double-checking Kiki isn't here and we're good to go.
Rock on. You only have about a minute and a half to go.
With those calculations, I could theoretically focus— Oh, what the—
Surprise, surprise. Look who it is again.
Okay, now I remember why I never went back to this game. I'm going home to get some sleep. Thanks for letting me study here, guys.
Lady Moondancer, if you may, as someone who has conquered this hellhole, do you have any advice for us struggling peasants who aspire to do that?
Well, I suggest running and ignoring Kiki if you hear her laugh and you haven't found Emily. Also, don't rush into different rooms so Chester becomes less of a bother. And if Tatters appears and Kiki is around, turn to where Kiki is before freezing for Tatters to prevent a third-party jump scare. And finally, the basement should be the last place you check when looking for Emily.
Solid tips. We'll be sure to make good use of them.
Oh, and, thanks for being open to talking to me, Moon Dancer. It means a lot.
Anytime, Cozy Glow. And don't forget to get some shut-eye, you guys!
Shut-eye, schmut-eye. Sleep is for the weak. Besides, none of us have become delirious yet. Let's just get back into it with a calm mind. Oh, you dumbass!
I've searched the whole fucking house for this thick bitch. Did she get lost up my ass or something?
Ass! Haha, lolsies, you just said a bad word.
I hate Kiki. Guys.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. The cow says moo.
Tatters is a cow, not a clown, silly.
I did not move an inch. How did I still die?
I think it could be the door moving you.
Whatever it is, it was definitely Kiki's fault. Ain't no way Schlog thinks he's the bear in Min Mam Tronmik from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Santa Claus is coming to town, I'll laugh. Looks like we got Christmas before GTA 6.
Phantom tax!
Hey!
Get absolutely excremented on, Diamond Tiara.
Those are my chippy chips.
This toilet would be hella bussin' for my gyat on Skibidi.
Lil Bro is not paying the bills with this one. Shouting emoji, fire emoji. Wait. Are we really speaking in brain rot?
What game are we playing again?
Did I just say Skibidi? You know what? Maybe we do need sleep.
Next time, maybe don't put a sound blocking bubble over your head when I'm trying to tell you something.
It would help if you didn't chew your breakfast like a fucking horse.
Well, golly gee whiz, it's almost like I am one.
Settle down, team. Now that our brains are back to full working order, we can take this game by storm.
Shove this keyboard up my ass! This game is gonna drive me insane. This game is actually gonna drive me... Nope, nope, nope! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Positive thoughts, happy thoughts, bunny rabbits, pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
You'll never take me alive, Chester. Found you, Emily.
Unstoppable once again.
I've got a good feeling about
What?
this run.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my... Bro, this is what I'm talking about. How is anyone supposed to win when buggy shit like this happens?
Bugs galore, unfair rigging, and shitty RNG. There is no skill involved in this anymore. It's all luck-based.
This shit is harder than an Alabama man at a family gathering. But alas, the never-ending cycle of 5 a.m. torture continues. Well, content, am I right? If you guys have made it this far, then I salute you. Because I think it goes without saying that this has to be one of the worst experiences of my life.
Here we go again.
Of our lives. We went through a roller coaster of emotions with the ride stuck in an infinite loop. You could slowly see our sanities deteriorate
Garage
at the
before
dirty
kitchen.
hands of Kiki.
Remember, no rush.
The undisputed, ugliest, and worstest character in media history. Without her shenanigans, this would have been a lot quicker. For the final attempt, we were just ultra-focused. I was in control of the keyboard, and we just gave short and
Other
simple
side.
commands to
Got
each
it.
other. It was like
Found
our
her.
brains were
Don't
combined
rush.
into one. Teamwork on a completely different level. We didn't even focus on the time. We just took it bit by
There's the
bit
doll's laugh.
and dealt
Run
with
and
what
stare
was
her
in
way.
front of us. And in the
10-4.
end, we managed to get really good RNG. That's what got us through. Not skill, not experience. Pure luck.
Waiting for 15
I don't
seconds.
even take credit for this victory because we were so immersed together to the point where we could probably read each other's
In the
minds.
clear. Do
but
not
what
rush.
mattered most was that at long last, our dreadful suffering had
Pause
finally
for
come
Chester
to an
possibility.
end. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the rest.
Okay, I think I missed the bathroom.
Oh my fucking
Oh
god.
my
Done.
chaos emeralds.
Completed.
Yes, yes,
Overwatch.
yes.
Done.
Finito. The alarm bells ring, and the nightmare is finally over.
Please tell me there's no more.
Get out now.
Well, no need to tell me twice. Time to skedaddle.
I have never ever been so happy to see light.
The light that leads back to sanity and happiness.
Goodbye forever, dollhouse. You will not be missed.
A local pizza delivery person claims that he was trapped and attacked by dolls and a young girl on his last delivery. The location was the same as the one involved in the current death of 2 locals. Police investigated the house again, but everything appeared untouched since last month, when 2 bodies were found at the same residence. A box of dolls matching the delivery man's description was recovered. The police cannot determine if this is somehow connected to the mysterious deaths. The pizza delivery man is now under psychiatric evaluation while the investigation continues. Please stay tuned for the weather.
Turns out Emily really was good at house maintenance.
Interesting bit of lore we got there.
I could not care less about lore when I've just been given the blessing of my life back to me.
To think that I was actually liking this game at the start. 5 a.m. has just ruined my entire perception of it.
I don't have the capacity to give opinions right now. My life has just been given back to me. My beautiful, precious life.
I still do like the game overall, but the last hour was so luck-based that beating it has left me with no sense of achievement at all, just emptiness. But at least I got to do it with you guys. You really are the best, and I couldn't be more thankful to have you as my friends.
After what we've been put through, I actually do not care about getting feelsy. I'm glad to have someone like you to go back and forth with, Shadow. And you are really great company to have around, Cozy Glow. I'm happy to see your maturing and development. Plus, you were a really good teddy bear when I needed it.
Haha, I wasn't I?
The suffering was immense, and the victory was anything but fulfilling. But having you guys around did kind of make it worth it in the end. And I'm glad to say at long last that Emily Wants to Play is finally complete.
Hey, we're not going to include everything that we said in the video, right?
Of course not. Most of it will be edited out.
If we did include everything, well, let's just say that our social judgment would be worse than that of just cancellation alone.